Yo, it's your boy Project Pat. I'm back again with this COVID virus bull crap. You know, I forgot to put my mask on, sorry. Oh. You sure I got the soul one. I was watching Roots the other day. but anyway, y'all. So today I'm launching my new series. It's like a mini documentary. It's called I Am Bored, right? It was an idea I got from my aunt. You know, I wanted to talk about, you know, the quarantine time. I actually been on quarantine since March 15th, so I want to actually do a countdown of those days. And I want to get, and I was thinking about getting guests, but you know, people nasty. People digging their pockets and touching their pants and then try to shake your hand. That's why I hit you one of these. But today, you know, I can't keep my mother away. So she's behind the camera. She's about to get on here for a couple seconds. But first, everybody, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all living this quarantine life. I hope you're getting closer to your family. I hope you're living good. I hope you're eating good. Hope you're not getting too fat. I hope you're not getting pregnant. We're trying to expand them legacies. we're trying to expand those legacies. But like I told you, I want 4 baby mamas and 7 kids. My mother might not agree, but hey, I'm in them Facebook messages every day trying to get it popping. But like I said, who are you?
Your mom.
Yeah, my mom. Okay. So with that being said, let's go. I want to give it a little. So we're not gonna keep here too long. We're gonna go to the market. But how has your quarantine been? And when did you start your quarantine? When did that start?
A month ago. It's been okay. I haven't had to travel, and I'm saving hella money not getting an Uber and a Lyft.
Okay. So how do you think it impacted your life? Like, you know, during this trying time. Like, hey, do you think you got closer with your kids? Do you think things got a little bit better as far as like relationships with people? Like, you could keep in contact with your friends a little bit more. Like, what do you think?
I don't have many friends.
Okay.
My circle is real small.
Okay, but it's a period.
Did it get me closer to my kids? I speak to y'all more.
More?
Yeah, because I'm in the house more.
Okay.
But I mean, we're close already.
No, I feel that, but you know, like I said, I feel like, in my opinion, that it really brought a lot of people together. Like when I went to the supermarket, you know, I seen the people. I was like, "Yo, I'm happy to see you, man." And everybody was so happy to see each other.
Okay, Joseph.
so I think it has impacted people a lot, which I don't know how long it's going to last, because you know how us Americans are.
Honestly, I prefer it to stay that way because, like you said, people are dirty, and with all this nasty stuff that people do, I appreciate being far away from people.
Okay. And so another thing I want to ask you, like, you know, now that you're on here, right? What do you think about the whole Pat TV series? Like, you know, we're not able to do that because that's more interpersonal. What do you think about your son's Pat TV series and where he's going?
I think that Pat TV is awesome. I think it's going to go far once you polish everything up. I think it's going to go far.
So what exactly does it need? What exactly does it need? Like, this is stone soup. You know, this is stone soup. Like, you know, it's chicken noodle soup. You know, does it need chicken? Does it need more noodles? Does it need broth?
What I'm saying is, everything gets better with experience, crazy. Okay. I'm not saying that it's a bad situation. I think it's good, the stuff that you're doing. I think what you're trying to do is awesome. But I think as the time goes on, when you get more experience, it will get better. That's what I mean.
No, I know it's good. No, but I think, all right. So let's ask a question. What is your favorite episode, or the episode that you actually got something from?
What's the young lady's name?
Miss Dorney Love Blue, or Sylvia?
This lady.
Oh, with the wine glass.
The yellow shirt girl.
Oh, that's Miss Dorney Love Blue.
Yes, that was my favorite episode.
What did you like about that one?
Her personality was dope.
And she's from Jersey too. Jersey, yeah. Stand up.
She's from a different part of Jersey, but Jersey nonetheless. But her personality is the bomb, and I liked it.
I liked hers too. Like, I liked hers because she actually gave me a lot of jewels that I had to go back and actually like listen to. Like she said one line. She said I said, yeah, those girls. Like I said, a girl coming in looking like you. I said, I'm gonna probably drop the whole credit card on her, right? So she says to me, she was like, yeah. She said, you may help them out, but they might help themselves too. And I was like, oh. And I didn't peep that.
She was very articulate, really good vibes. Everything about that show was good.
And that's what I try to bring, like, because you know I don't hide nothing from the audience. You try to be denied. So I had a lot of incidents where people tried to beef on my show, and I filtered them out. Like, unfortunately,
Right.
you're not an inquiry for Pat TV.
Right.
So it's all because that's what I try to get this thing going about, like this Iron Board thing and the Pat TV is to show empowerment. So like when you hear women like her and she tell her story, you want to be more driven to do stuff in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is all about.
Definitely, especially for the people in y'all's age range. I mean, it would inspire. I think that show could inspire a lot of younger people to do what they're driven to do. And she seems pretty driven, so she seems to have her plan ironclad on what she's going to do.
Absolutely. But let me so for the audience, right? What do you do for a living? What do you do? What is your occupation? Are you Tommy? You ain't got no job. You see, what do you do?
I run a collection agency.
Oh, talk your shit. Go ahead.
Okay. Head honcho at the collection agency. Okay.
Remote control or not?
Remote and all, yes.
So you pull the strings?
I pull the strings.
So I know you had like I know your background a little bit, obviously, but you know I played stupid when I was having people on the show. What was your passion? Like, you know, I know before this, what was your passion as a little girl coming up? What's your passion?
It would have to be doing hair.
That's what I wanted you to say. See, so what drove you to do hair?
Well, first I wanted to look good, so that's how that got started.
I know because I used to you were nothing but cornrows back in the day. I saw all y'all pictures, cornrows and curly tops.
Yeah, when we was kids, we had to get our hair braided for the week, but. And then I grew up in the house with Peyton, and she was always doing stuff to be beautiful. So, growing up as her little sister, watching her inspired me to want to do things to make myself look good, and not go out the house looking crazy, obviously. But just watching people's transformations, to see people without makeup, and then they get their hair done, and they just look nice. That was like one of my things where that's what pushed me. Like, this person came in the shop looking crazy. and I transformed them to looking like a whole different person without even makeup. Maybe it's just a hairdo or arching somebody's eyebrows. But by the time they got out of my chair, they looked like something. And it, you know, that was really my inspiration too, to see how doing different things with my hair or somebody else's hair could even brighten up their day or brighten up their spirits. That was motivation for me. But passion-wise, if I could still do it, I would still be doing it. Well, not today, obviously, in the COVID-19, but yeah.
So you just said something very interesting. You said if you could do it, you would do it. So why don't you do it? Why? What stopped you?
The loss of my eyesight.
No, that they don't know that. That's why I'm you see.
No, I'm not being funny. Obviously, I'm not used to, but. Yeah, that's what stopped me in 2015. After like 20 years or so, I didn't want to mess up my reputation, especially in the town that I was working in. So I'd rather retire as a legend versus, she lost her touch. So I just, once it was done and I felt uncomfortable doing it, I just stopped.
So, with that being said, so you said a town full of legends, right? So, who were some big names that your shop that you worked in had? Who were some people that you could really share with the audience?
Of course, my brother, Pat Beckett.
Okay, shout out to Pat.
DL, rest in peace, Craig. These is brothers I worked with for 10 years or more. Later on, Jeff Beckett, Daniel Smith.
Daniel Smith.
But I worked next to these brothers for well over 10 years together, and they was inspirations to me because they was dedicated to work and be in that shop every day, no matter what. So even in my limited time, even when I moved to Pennsylvania and I was working part-time, I was still motivated by them. And Jay, I can't forget my brother before he kills me if he sees this interview, but that was my motivation to be in there. And then the camaraderie with us and just the different times that we shared and had such a good time in that shop, is what drove me to come. Even when I moved to Pennsylvania to go back and forth to New Jersey, those were the things that inspired me to still come up there on 2 buses, a train, or however I had to get to New Jersey to get to work. That's what I did.
So you know, you got 3 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, and I actually want to stay on. I'm not going to stay on it too long, you know, because I don't use that as a crutch. But you have 3 kids. You're a single mother. How did you still be able to achieve your dream and, you know, raise these 3 knuckleheads? You know, the one behind the camera. But how were you able to keep them afloat and still help them with their dreams as well as you achieving yours?
For one thing, I had a good support system. So it wasn't single mom. Yes, I'll take that. But I was a single mom that had support that I think a lot of single parents don't have. Clearly, I had a dope grandmother and a dope aunt that would step in and, you know, come down to Pennsylvania and take y'all and do stuff when I was out of state to make sure y'all wasn't unsupervised. Another thing that also helped me is when your brothers was in school, in elementary school, they went to school in a neighborhood where the parents had hands-on with the kids' friends. So a lot of times people would say, oh, can the kids come? And, you know, that was another avenue for me to have a babysitter when I had to be out of state. And I groomed you to make sure you looked out for your brothers. Like, simple.
Okay, well put. All right, so, you know, this battery's finna die down, and you know we got to get to the market. But I want to ask one more question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how proud are you of your son? Sons, yeah. We could pre-son. We could pre-son.
On a different number for each of y'all, I would have to say I'm about 8% proud of y'all, because I don't think y'all have fully reached y'all potential, and y'all are all still in your 20s with a hell of a life to live in front of y'all, where y'all can achieve certain things that I want to see, and I believe it'll happen.
Okay. All right. With that being said, you guys, get up. We gotta get up. We gotta come over there. We gotta get up. With that being said, you guys, you know, I just had my lovely mother, Mama Trish. Mama Trish, her name is Patricia. Mama Trish, what they call her. T-Dog, you know, T-Dog for the homies on North Clinton. But thank you for tuning into the show. This is I Am Bored. It's a new documentary series. I'm going to be talking, sharing my story, and I may have people on here, but that's our first guest. Have a good day, y'all.